Hello friends, this is Luke with the Yoga School, and we're going to be talking about Krama in this section. What is that, man? It's a type of seafood that you get in the Mediterranean. No, it's not. Krama means sequencing. So the concept of Krama is essentially the blending of space and time to get your yoga practice to start and end and have that work seamlessly within itself and within your life energetically. So, for example, it's about 6:30 p.m. right now. So if it's 6:30 p.m., part of my Krama could be, when do I start my practice? How do I start my practice? Where do I stand? What do I face? Like, which direction do I face? Do I face Naharaj? Do I face this window? Do I face east? Do I face west? Once you get started, what postures do you do? What are their names? Do you know their names? Surya Namaskara, Paranguzdasana, Parahastasana, Chittadriganasana? Is that your Krama? Or perhaps you have something unique. Perhaps you're a weirdo like me and you have an Excel spreadsheet with all of your different postures. Maybe you've got some postures that because of an injury you don't like to do so much. Maybe on some days you practice those asana and on some days you don't. Perhaps you have an illness, or perhaps you're overworked and you're not getting enough sleep, so you use your asana practice to restore your energy. These are all concepts involved in Krama. It's very, very important because yoga practice is not static. It's an evolving part of your life. So it's an important thing to consider. So when we look at Krama, so as a teacher, your Krama is what you're teaching. If you come to class and you don't know what you're teaching, that's not a very good idea. So if you're an Ashtanga Vinyasa practitioner and the name of the class is Lead Primer, you know exactly what your Krama is. That's one nice thing about that. You come in, you do the same thing essentially every time. But if you're teaching something with some different name, Vinyasa Flow or whatever you're marketing it as, that term should be attached to some kind of Krama. It's the way you do things, what you're doing, what's the name, how long does it take. The method by which you do it is related intimately with Krama. Krishnamacharya himself called his style of yoga Vinyasa Krama. It's Vinyasa yoga done in a way that's artistically and eloquently blended to work seamlessly with the body's energy for optimum health or whatever the benefits are that they were looking for. It's a very big topic, and as you evolve as a teacher, you're going to find it's very interesting, and it's exciting too, because some students benefit more from different sequences. Some students benefit from the same sequence done slower or faster than other students. Some students benefit from props and some don't. A lot of different yoga styles are limited in the way that they approach Krama. But the most successful yoga teacher, or especially the yoga teacher that can reach the biggest diverse group of people, is the one that has a big repertoire when it comes to Krama. In this section, we're going to be looking at Krishnamacharya's books earlier in his career in the early 1900s. We're going to look at the origin of the Ashtanga Vinyasa sequences, and we're going to look at some other master yoga teachers such as BKS Iyengar, TKV Desikachar, and others. Krama is such an important part of yoga, but it's often very misunderstood. I look forward to having this discussion with you. There are no asynchronous content or videos to this. It's all reading and discussion. Om.